Welcome to Rooster TV, and today we're joined by one of our debutantes from the weekend, Boyd Woodcock. Thanks, Boyd, for joining us.
Yeah, no worries, Tubbs. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well done for getting your promotion on the weekend. Well deserved after a good run of form in the reserves and also with the state 18s. Just take us through the time that Josh told you that you were playing and talk us through the game on the weekend.
Yeah, so Kari called me at about, I don't know what time, it was around 7 o'clock Wednesday night, and just said, I'm going to play this week. And I was just like, what, in the resis? And he was like, no, in the ones. And I was like, oh, yeah, right, thanks. It's always been a dream of mine and something I've always really wanted to do. So I was really stoked with the opportunity, and just to be able to run out with the boys was something I really cherished. And then once the game started, we started pretty well, fought really hard and right from the first contest, but then dropped off a bit in the second quarter, let them win the contest, and then came back into it in the third when we worked hard as a unit and really won the contested ball, which is what we've been really good at all year. And yeah, when we did that, obviously it showed on the scoreboard, and we won that quarter pretty easily. So looking forward to next week. Hopefully we can get another gig and then go from there.
And your game individually was pretty good first up. You had 16 disposals, 6 tackles and a nice goal. The boys got around you. That moment was a good feeling? Yeah,
it was awesome. I loved it. All the boys got around me, and yeah, it shows how tight we are as a group together and how much we cherish each other and cherish all the little wins that we have as a group.
Yeah, seen Aidan Tropiano got in there late and gave you a big hug on the vision, mate. So that was great to see by one of the leaders of the footy club. Just going back to your start in football as a kid, where you come from, originally from the country and then come down to the city. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, so I'm from Kadina in the York Peninsula. I've always been a North fan. I was actually in the Eagles zone, and then came out in under 13s and started in the development squad there, and pretty much come up through the ranks all the way up to playing league footy now. So it's been an awesome journey and one I'd love to continue.
And you joined a nice little club over here in at Broadview when you come down the city?
Yeah, I did. Had a season at Broadies and won a premiership with one of the fellow teammates, Connor Rosie. Yep. Recruited me over there, and yeah, we got a win in the under-15s.
Yeah, I heard it was a pretty good side, and just with you and Connor in it, I'm sure you would have hogged the ball between the both of you. So good work there. Obviously, I've seen your old man here during the week for the state under-15 and under-17 champs that were at Prospect on Wednesday and Thursday. Neil stitched him up to be the timekeeper again, as normal. He would have been pretty proud of you getting your debut.
Yeah, definitely. He's been a pretty big part of my journey. He's really helped me along the way and always put pressure on me to achieve the best that I can, and something that I'll always appreciate.
Yep. And just mentioned at the start, state 18s this year, you got the one game in, and you'd played 16s previously. The 18s team did win the championship. What was that like over in Melbourne?
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. Every part of it, like we got to visit a couple of the AFL clubs, go through the venues, have a look around and use the facilities at Collingwood, and yeah, they're just astounding, and how much time and effort goes into it is just, yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah. And just for the rest of the year, you've got any ambitions? Obviously now you're in the league side, obviously one would be to stay there, but anything else that you're looking forward to trying to achieve?
I'd love to be drafted at the end of the year, so even if it's not next year, then in the future years, so that's always going to be something that I'll aim to do. And yeah, as you said, just stay in league footy and hopefully play finals. That's the big one. So came into the start of the season and my main goal was just to play league footy and achieve that. So now I'm just going to set some more little goals and try and achieve them along the way.
Yep. And off-field, what are you up to, mate? I know you work at one of the sponsors, Be a Sport. You did a bit of uni work in there. Just explain what you do there.
Yeah, so I'm studying a double degree Human Movement Master of Teaching to become PE teacher. And also, yeah, at the sports shop, do a few hours there and a few hours at Terry Howe with Terry Howe at his printing company. So yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're a good student in the weights room, mate. Ryan Burnell, the coach, he always talks about how diligent you are with your weights there. So good stuff. Yeah, talk about Terry. You do date his daughter, Honey, and she's a footballer here at the North Adelaide Football Club. And I've seen you out in the Oval a few times. Just one question for you: are you teaching her how to kick, or is she teaching you how to kick?
I don't know. It's probably a bit of both.
She nearly got you covered.
She probably has. Probably kicked further than me.
Not hard on it, I reckon. But just on to this week's game, mate. Obviously, we've got Adelaide here at Prospect Oval. It's a massive game, coming off 3 losses, and Adelaide are just starting to get some players back, and their form's starting to pick up. Do you know much about their team, or are you still?
Oh, look, yeah, we'll take it step by step. I think, as you said, they've got a few players coming back, in the likes of Brodie Smith and stuff. He was one of our coaches at State. So it'll be a really good opportunity for us to demonstrate how good a side we are, and hopefully we can roll them. So that'll be really nice.
Got any dirt on Brodie, seeing him as a coach?
Nah, he definitely does rate himself. So I'll be getting into him about that if I get the opportunity.
Yeah, good work. Yeah, make sure you let him know all about it. As we said, Adelaide this week, 2:10 start here at Prospect Oval. The curtain raisers, the under-18s, are playing against South Adelaide. Time to be determined whether it's 11:30, 11:40, but should be 11:30. Hopefully we get 2 big wins, and we thank Boyd for joining us today. Thank you.